Use Monday or expert cream, KY jelly or Vaseline, anything to slide between them sweet supple jugs.
Look here, yeah, bitch, I'm talking to you. I got my meat on granite, so what you wanna do? I mean, sure, we can Kruger, what you think about this? You, me, Vaseline, my dick and your tits. And don't get me wrong, shit, your pussy is the bomb. Cisco, Crisco, yo ass in a thong. But I need a little change and it might come as a shock that tonight is a night to think outside the box. And I'm looking at them wiggle, jiggle, tickle my pickle. You might be a dime, but I'ma give you a nickel. That's 5 limp bitches if you wanna see the rest. KY, them bitches, put my treasure in your chest.
Use Monday or expert cream, KY jelly or Vaseline, anything to slide between them sweet supple jugs. And I don't care if my dick falls off, grab my balls and make me cough. I just wanna see them soft and sweet supple jugs. Take them out, make them bounce.
Yeah, juggalers, let's see them
Take them
jugs.
out, make them bounce.
Pull up your shirt and show some
Take
love.
them out, make them bounce.
It's about to be a knockout, bringing out the big gun, pulling all the stops out. This ain't what you expected. Buckle up, it's about to get hectic. 1 for the money and 2 for the show. Make it loud, yeah, that's all that we know. Foot to the floor, now we out of control. Now move, you move, everybody, let's go now. Run, run 'em up. Start up a rocket, yo, let's turn it up. Run, run 'em up. Now bring on the mayhem. Run, run 'em up. Start up a rocket, yo, let's turn it up. Run, run 'em up. Now bring on the mayhem. Hey, come and get your medicine. High octane mixed with adrenaline. Running them up when I'm with the veteran. Causing a commotion ever since they let us in. Like, it's about to get drastic. Bouncing off the walls like elastic. We making it fresh, son, we'll keep it in plastic. We came to get it started like a matchstick. 1 for the money and 2 for the show. Make it loud, yeah, that's all that we know. Foot to the floor, now we out of control. When I move, you move, everybody, let's go now. Run, run 'em up. Start off a rocket, yo, let's turn it up. Run, run 'em up. Now bring on the mayhem. Run, run 'em up. Start off a rocket, yo.
What's up?
What is up? What is
Ah.
up, ladies and gentlemen?
How's everybody doing out there? Let's
Not
get the
much.
chat going. Start tapping it up. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. Run them comments up.
Bro. Listen, man, these guys over here already hitting the chat up during that entrance.
I see that.
They were hitting the chat up before we even started going live.
Yeah, they were. That's why I love the Monday Night Fortnite fans that we have, man. They're awesome.
They are always awesome, man, and I love it. I love it. We even got Mason up in here. Hey, yo.
Hey, yo.
We got our number 1 fan, Anteater, up here. We got Jawbreaker. We got Rotten up in here. We got
Man.
people just being, generous and amazing and giving their time of day to join us here tonight to talk about what's happening tomorrow.
Oh, big things happening tomorrow. Big things happening tomorrow.
New Island gets exposed.
Yep.
But towards the end of the stream, I hear that Wilder is going to hop on and give us a view of what the island is going to be all about. And the fans tonight at the end of the show,
Hey.
glimpse of what is Summer Showdown. Just snipers, just pistols, fish galore, ammo galore. There is going to be chaos. There's boats that are going to be involved. It's going to be pretty interesting on how this goes.
I can't wait. I'm totally looking forward to it. It's going to be action packed. There's not going to be a dull moment. It's going to be awesome. You don't want to miss it, ladies and gentlemen. If you're not involved, you want to at least be able to see it, witness it, be part of it. It's going to be great.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. And we are going to talk about what's happening in the first night. Now, how this is going to break it down is we are going to announce the match as far as what's happening tomorrow. We are going to talk about the reasoning as to how this match occurred. Then it's going to be yours and I's prediction. And then we are giving the fans an opportunity to put their vote in to see who they think is going to win at tomorrow's event.
Oh, I like that. I like that.
Fans get involved, and if the fans get involved, they get a chance to figure out if they're going to be right, if they're going to be amped up on, is their prediction right? And I love to put the haters to the test. Give us your prediction when we ask. All right, so our first match of the night, ladies and gentlemen, that will be happening at Summer Showdown. Ladies and gentlemen, this was a spontaneous, last episode decision on how this happened, but we could talk about what exactly happened here. What happened is Kendo disqualified themselves between him and Daigo to go after to become the first ever chaotic tag team champions. And well, Jade begged Nolan, which we've heard from social media that Jade has this little crush on Nolan.
Little one, just a little one.
So we're kind of worried about Jade was just flirting him. What did you expect? That is true. That is true. That is absolutely true, Jawbreaker.
I think there's a little more than just flirting going on Jay's part, though. Just saying.
I think Nolan is trying to really extend her contract, if you know what I mean.
Emphasis on extend.
Yeah, extend it to a really deep end on certain situations. But Jade ended up getting this match. Nolan somehow, some way, was able to make a match at Summer Showdown, which is odd because he's only recruitment. He has no reasoning to be booking, but he booked two people from the society, from the royal family, Oscar and Nyanja, two brothers, so pretty much sibling versus sibling.
Yeah.
Sibling.
Yeah, I know Nyanja's stoked.
Yeah, Nyanja is stoked. He gets to team up with his brother after beating him a few episodes ago. And Jawbreaker thinks Nolan did a good job picking the two to go up against Daigo and Jade. This was a very spontaneous start the show.
Yeah, I mean, you got to give him credit. It is a good match. It is a good match, but we got to figure out where he gets the authority. You know what I'm saying? Like something's going on there.
Something is going on. Daigo's been kind of upset with Kendo as of late, and Jay's trying to be the peacemaker in this situation. So this is going to be an interesting start of the show. Honestly, Bo, who do you think is going to walk out the winner out of these two? And give me an explanation as to why you think that.
Well, I'm going to be completely and 100% honest here. I'm leaning towards Oscar and Nyanja only because they seem to be on the same page a little more. They seem to be, even though they have sibling rivalry and they bicker, at the end of the day, they both have a common goal in mind, and that's to dominate. You know what I'm saying? So I like their odds in this one for me.
Jawbreaker says he doesn't have the authority, but someone had to accept it before it got added to the card. That is very true.
That is true.
Very true. Absolutely.
Can't argue with that logic. Yeah.
Yep, absolutely. Now I am going to go for Jade and Daigo, and the reason I say this is, can Oscar deal with his annoying brother Nyanja? Even though they might be on the same page, is Nyanja going to do what Nyanja does? He gets very overstimulated. He gets overexcited, and then he ends up losing that momentum. So what would you, in my opinion, I think Jade and Daigo might walk out victorious and might actually please Daigo.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong. And judging by, the history of Nyanja, that could definitely happen. But, going on the last match that he's had with his older brother, he seemed pretty focused and he stayed locked in. So he does have the potential to do it. But will it happen tomorrow night? I don't know.
Absolutely.
I think he could do it. I think he could do it.
Absolutely. All right, so we are going to give a little second here, probably a few minutes. So I'm going to play a little nice, little cool little background for a few minutes. If we can now have the fans enter their vote in the comments on who you think is going to walk out victorious, and your time starts in 3, 2.
17 blunts, yo.
Comments going, lock in your vote. Oscar and I answer, Daigo and Jay, let's go.
Fucking blunt. I got shit to do, but I'ma hit that motherfucker once. Okay, maybe 2. Ain't nobody puffin' on my blunt if I don't fuck with you. You can hit that motherfucker once. Okay, maybe 2. Gas in that motherfucking blunt. I got shit to do, but I'ma hit that motherfucker once. Okay, maybe 2. Ain't nobody puffin' on my blunt if I don't fuck with you. 3 blunts later, fucked up. I'm like, what it do? You don't smoke like us, I can tell. If I don't hear that whoop, then your party stale. You can smell that loud pack over my Chanel. Bitch, I'm high as heaven, how the fuck you high as hell? Whipping these bucks like a novel full of braille. Do what I want, like bitch, oh well. 17 blunts like bitch, oh yeah. 17 blunts like bitch, oh yeah.
Oscar and I answer, folks. Got another vote for them. Let's keep the votes going. I'm only going for another 30 seconds.
Run them up. What's up? Make your voice be heard. Let's go.
I got shit to do, but I'ma hit that motherfucker once. Okay, maybe 2. Ain't nobody puffin' on my blunt if I don't fuck with you. You can hit that motherfucker once. Okay, maybe 2. Pull up, fool. Yeah, pull up. Ooh.
This ain't for a
You can tell them I ain't got the what to kill a move. Chopping down this cabbage with my hatchet, I'm a fool. You can smell me coming for a walk up in the room. Ooh, you can smell dope, all of my clothes, all of my whip, all of my hoes. When I roll my blunt, weed crumbs, all of my toes.
And it's canceled, folks. That is canceled. Cookie, do not K. I will K you. Wait, it doesn't say K. Jake, I know Jawbreaker. Oh, that's what it means. I was like, don't get fired.
I don't know. I saw a lot of votes for Oscar and Nyanja.
Oscar and Nyanja 4, and Daigo and Jade 3.
Ooh, it's close. It's close. Almost a hung jury on that one.
Yeah, tell me about it. Don't mind the smoke detector in the back there. The smoke detector is because of the humidity in the hallway. Imagine that,
Yeah.
right?
I can't imagine it. I live in upstate New York.
Yeah, hey, me too. Anyways, so ladies and gentlemen, the next match we will be talking about is dun, 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 dun. Oh,
Ooh.
this match.
This match right here.
This match is pretty interesting, folks, because Jack Sparrow is currently undefeated. Undefeated in Monday Night Fortnite. He is going on.
Hasn't lost.
Jack Sparrow
Yeah.
comes in. He gets paid by rum. He doesn't even get paid money. He just gets paid by rum. And he comes in. He shows up. He shows out. And he conquers and he destroys.
That he does. I don't know how he pulls it off, but he doesn't even know where he is half the time. But he pulls it off, man.
Pulls it off every single time. Every single time.
I mean, last time he said his fucking name backwards and shit. You don't even know his own name.
Absolutely. I even think he sat there and did and said something about Summer Showdown being something wrong too. I don't even know. Jack Sparrow is so out, and I don't even know. And then Kendo thinks that he could vanquish, like I said, lose his opportunity to go after the Chaotic Tag Team Championship, make history with Daigo, cancels that just to go after this pirate who is undefeated. What does Kendo have to prove?
I don't know. I mean, like, I don't know what his beef is with Jack. Maybe it's jealousy. I don't know. But there's definitely something motivating him there.
Absolutely, absolutely. These two is another spontaneous thing that happened like last episode. Kendall comes in, sees Jack Sparrow, mimics Jack Sparrow, blah, blah, blah type stuff. And Kendall demands this match with Jack Sparrow. So, in all honesty, who do you think is going to walk out? The undefeated Jack Sparrow? Or do you think Kendall's going to walk out victorious and give a huge upset at Summer Showdown? Who do you think?
Well, given, the 6 or 7 times, however many it's been now, that we've tried to catch Captain Jack Sparrow, and the motherfucker at the end of every match, he has to remind us that we only almost caught him. I gotta go with Jack, man. I don't see him losing.
Yeah, man, he is not catchable at this moment, and I think Kendall is willing to capture Captain Jack Sparrow. So I guess we will have to see on how that goes. I think, though, I have to go with Jack Sparrow as well. Jack Sparrow being undefeated, being in that moment. Jack Sparrow is going to defeat Kendo. I'm calling it right now. You're calling it right now. Now, ladies and gentlemen, it is time.
You know what time it is.
To vote. Go ahead and hit your vote.
We're going to take it back to 1990 MTV. Rock the vote.
And, all right, we'll talk later. Peace.
Go.
Let me ask you this about this life we live, and let me try to swerve some of this attention you give to them distant ass relatives over ham dinner. If they really missed you so much, why don't they just call and if you wasn't blood, would you still have love? Or in fact, does the blood make you think you have to love? Look, I probably love my family more than anybody here, but my homies are family too. Third cousins, get out of here. Who was you with when you got tattooed? Who was you tripping with when you did them mushrooms? And who the fuck threw up all over your car and then felt worse than you about the shit in the morning?
Who loaned you money, homie? Who owes you cash? Who taught you how to use a bond for the glass? I don't know much, but I gotta assume that when you hit your first net, your homies was in. What you talking about? Homies, homies.
Despise, like I don't know, maybe dishwashing or fucking flipping fries, and you got this boss who think he the Don Mega because he the head manager.
Voting is closed.
Voting is closed right now for match number 2. Woo! We got the crowd pumping right now. Crowd is pumping. Jack Sparrow 4, Kendo 2.
Wow. Landslide for Captain Jack.
Abso-freaking-lutely. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the next match we will be discussing for Summer Showdown is something really, really, really interesting because this is the only match that will not have snipers, not have pistols. It will have nothing but supernatural abilities, and this is the match that I think is going to take over Summer Showdown.
Now, just to clarify for, maybe the fans out there that aren't sure or maybe new to the game or whatever, what exactly qualifies a supernatural power type of weapon?
I heard that Jawbreaker and Wilder already put those weapons in there, and they will be discussing it with everybody on do not touch these weapons. Pretty much, if they're not unless it's this match only is going to have those weapons available in the map. So whatever Jawbreaker put in there
is available. Okay.
Yep.
That makes sense.
So it's going to be a very interesting opportunity to see what exactly are the weapons, and it's going to be pretty fun. Hope wanted me to tell you she hopes Captain Jones wins. Of course she does.
Of course she does.
Absolutely.
Of course she does.
This match a few weeks ago, we had Iron Man taking on Vengeance Jones. Iron Man ended up destroying Vengeance Jones. Vengeance Jones left, came back, Captain Jones, and asks for a rematch for a superhero showdown at Summer Showdown. And there's really not much history. I don't think Jones is really using his brain in this situation.
I don't think so.
BoJack, who do you think, man? Who do you think is going to walk out victorious?
Well, okay, so essentially, it's the same operator running a different machine with Jones, you know? So I don't really see how much a difference a metamorphosis is going to make against Iron Man. Iron Man, even though we haven't seen a whole lot of him, dude wins. You know, the dude's good. Dude gets it done. And he definitely doesn't play around. So I like the momentum with Iron Man going into this.
Now, I'm going to have to go with Iron Man as well. And the reason I'm going to go with Iron Man is Jones is nothing without Hope.
That's another factor that's 100% true. I forgot about that.
For Hope, Jones would be nothing but a blonde default character.
He'd be a blonde default diva is what he would be.
Yeah. He would be nothing, right? But they have to use a nobody to be a somebody by using a hero like Hope. So Jones, let's just say Jones did what Triple H did. So
Facts.
He had to do what he had to do.
Yeah.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we are giving the fans an opportunity right now to cash in their votes. Do you think
Let's
Captain
go.
Jones, do you think Iron Man? Cash those right now.
Vote him now. Let's go.
Who do you think's funny? Captain Jones and Iron Man, y'all. Captain Jones or Iron Man? Which is gonna happen?
I'm telling you, like a bird of and I come with a hat full of tricks, trunk full of Fago, car full of fat chicks. You wicked crowds would like to say what's up to the culture. And everybody with crowd love, even such I never heard of.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, voting is going to end.
Because I don't want to see your head explode.
Now. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to see if there's anything on.
I was into that song.
Oh, absolutely. That song is really dope. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, Jones 2, Iron Man 4.
Wow. Another landslide.
Everybody dance, let's go. The humidity is not liking that smoke detector.
No, it is not. Nothing you can do about it, though.
Nope, it's in the hallway. Seems like a issue with other people.
Yeah.
So, ladies and gentlemen, our next match that we will be discussing, ladies and gentlemen, is dun, 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 dun. Oh!
Hey, two of my favorite individuals.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have this tag team match to see who becomes the first ever chaotic tag team champion. This tag team match for the chaotic tag team championship is none other because these two that you guys are seeing right now, Big Dill and the Brat, they have been locked in and ready. I think that they forgot that they were supposed to really look for Valeria.
Yeah.
So these two thought they were going to face Daigo and Kendo, which are two easy opponents compared to what these two have dealt with. But nope, they are facing two other people that are related. Rio and Jules, mother and daughter.
Yeah. It's gonna be interesting.
These two were just recently signed by Nolan. Recently.
Yeah, that's a fact. Nolan out there pounding the pavement, doing what he needs to do. I like it, but
yeah, yep.
It's a tough one.
He's got the first ever, or not the first ever, but he's got Midas's first wife and Midas's daughter on Monday Night Fortnite, and of course they automatically get a yes without really deserving it to go after the Brett and Big Dill for the Chaotic Tag Team Championship. So BoJack, in a very tough decision, who do you think's walking out tonight or tomorrow?
This is a very tough decision. The only thing that's got me leaning in favor of the Tasty Boys here is experience. But with that experience, we've kind of only seen them somehow pull it out. You know what I mean? Because they don't exactly have the highest level of focus, if you know what I'm saying. But
yeah,
they have each other's backs and they work together really well. And they have experience in the Monday Night Fortnite battlefield. So I think they're going to pull it out, but barely.
Wilder wasn't paying attention to what he was being asked. Probably not. That seems like about
Probably not. Was Bunny Penny in the room anywhere? Because if so, then he definitely wasn't paying attention.
He just approved anything at that point.
Yeah, he just says, yeah, whatever.
I am going to have to go with... I think Rio and Jules are going to make an upset victory. I think they are going to take out the food. Already proved to Daigo, to Kendo, that they can defeat food because food should be that easy to defeat. And I think the chemistry between mother and daughter is going to be insane. And
I mean, they are food, but put pistols and a sniper in their hands, it's a different story.
Absolutely. Midas must have trained them very, very well in this situation. So I'm going to have to go with Rio and Jules.
I mean, you can't be mad at that prediction because I feel like this is almost a 50-50, you know?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Who did you say you thought was going to win?
I like the Tasty Boys.
Tasty Boys. Oh, that's going to be an interesting factor. I can't wait to discuss this. I know who was right, who was wrong. So, ladies and gentlemen, it is time, ladies and gentlemen, for you know what? You know what time it is. It is time to cash in
Your votes. Go.
Yeah. Sasuke, how I be a shadow to the Kage's arcane. Lightning in my hand, increase your heart rate. Arms raised, burning up like Dante. Turning like the Scarface, a little to the river, the finale. Bam, bam, leave him in a spiral, lose a marquee. Grand plan, all seeing eye, Illuminati. Man, seekers of my punches, driven Nazi. Snakes, they repeating like the enemy's an army.
Hey, my clan coup d'etat. When I pull up, that's a homicide, a buffet. New flame burning at the bodies like I'm Luke Kane. Looking at my eyes, I soon make your mood change. Wait, don't give a fuck. Having my escort, I'm sending them up. So what's a human that got? I'ma show you the difference between us. Enough is enough.
Got a shinobi, oh. I leave it cross like they overtow. I hit my peak like a Toblerone and put them to sleep when they overdose. Deserted the villas, they missing me. Susan, no bitch, you ain't hitting me. Stronger than all of the hidden leaf. I leave you dead in the water like Shisui.
他们会听我的名字，害怕我跑你的家里，他的爱呀，看我的眼睛，火山太阳，快点，你会打死 when you fight us。Hey, so better watch out，看我在你的家里，你家里人叫我是 corner as bad as 你小心我去为我杀死你家里，我不用我要。Yeah, whether in army or village, I'm making them scared. They looking at my abilities, they like not fair. I'ma show them God now. Coming, someone drop down when I'm in your spotlight.
And the votes are done, ladies and gentlemen. What was the score on that?
I can't wait to see what this what they decided. I can't wait.
Absolutely. Absolutely. All right, ladies, and Rio and Jules had 4. Tasty Boys had 1.
Oh my God! No love for the Tasty Boys.
No love, man.
Good
no
Lord!
No love, man. No love.
That's wild.
Absolutely, ladies and gentlemen. Now, what is our next? Sorry, you like my little beeping rap back there? Yeah. Beep,
Yeah.
beep, beep. All right.
We ain't gonna sleep because all we hear is the beat.
What you gonna do when you weep, leap, and pee? Yeah.
It's enough to make me crash out in these streets.
Match number 5, ladies and gentlemen, is
Oh. This is gonna be a good one.
5.
This is gonna be a good one.
So now it's 5-1. Rio and Jules, ladies and gentlemen. Rio and Jules.
Man, I feel like people are gonna live to regret voting against the Tasty Boys, but that's just me.
I mean, hey, it's gonna be a 50-50, but I think that mother and daughter is gonna walk out victorious. Harley Quinn versus not Harley, the Joker versus Batman for match number 5. Now, the Joker's been a very, very, very busy man. He kidnapped Valeria with Harley Quinn. He's been tormenting Valeria. He's been going into some battle royals with Valeria, and the Joker's been really focusing on Valeria, and Valeria is definitely going to, be a factor, but the Joker is the Joker sidetracked that he has a match with his nemesis, his fucking nemesis over here, Batman.
I honestly think that he is. I really do. I think that he is completely looking past Batman, not even paying it any mind. And I feel like that's going to be his downfall. Because you look at the history, Joker very rarely comes out victorious against the Batman.
Absolutely. And this is going to be a Summer Showdown. And so here's where I think it's kind of fucked up. You're going to give a superhero showdown to Captain Jones and Iron Man, but not to these two?
I mean, that's fair, but in all fairness, is Batman a superhero?
Nope.
He doesn't have any superpowers.
Nope, he's just buffing a ninja.
So, you can make a case. You can make a case either way. But he's got a cool voice, so that really helps him out.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I really think this is going to be an interesting match. And I think, honestly, I'm going to sit here and say Batman, dude. Batman is going to walk out victorious because the Joker is going to be too sidetracked that he's not going to be able to focus or prepare for Batman, knowing that he's already dealing with other big business. So
I agree. But then, on the other hand, the Joker is known for this master manipulation, and maybe that's exactly what he wants us to think.
That is a very good point, but I'm going to stick with Batman. What are you going to do?
I'm still sticking with Batman. He's a superhero. He's got a lot to prove. He wants to show everybody in Monday Night Fortnite that he could be the hero that Monday Night Fortnite deserves. So he's got a lot to prove. He's hungry. He's hungry.
I agree, ladies and gentlemen. All right, fans, it is time. You know what time it is. It is time to vote.
Let's go.
I leave him dead. Look at my eyes, all you're seeing is red.
Oh, I was jamming.
I'm climbing to the very top. Nothing in my way when I'm rising up. I can feel it, test my limit. Legends are made. And I'm fighting, giving all I got. Training every day and I'm mighty rubbed. I can taste it, world, I'll face it next to car game.
Call me Naruto Uzumaki, I do it properly. Everybody looking like the Juzakaki. That will stop me, they not forgot me. I'm blazing my trails ever since I was the Jinchuriki of the Nine Tails. I was an orphan, endorsing of the importance of pouring all my endorphins in performance and my own pride. I was ignored in the chorus of unsupported and brought on me by the dormant beast that's with me my entire life. Battling for what's right, stop whatever you do. Handling my kunai, kage, butcher, no jutsu. Teams ever by my side will hide, I know what's at stake. I won't ever stop until I bring back Sasuke. I'm soaring higher when training next to Jiraiya, exhibiting what's required. Feel the fire dwelling, I inspire. I'm a shinobi, you know me, I do what 10 can. When it cast me, come at me, I use Rasengan.
And I'm climbing to the very top. Nothing in my way when I'm rising up. I can feel it, test my limit. Legends are made. And I'm fighting, giving all I got. Training every day and I'm mighty rough. I can taste
Let's
it.
go!
Listen to my story, take a look into my legacy. Keep on moving forwards, I'll be better than I'll ever be. Maybe looking stormy, but tonight will be our victory. Fighting is the glory, watch my name go down in history. Hidden Leaf, that's the village where I'm starting. The only beef I'm seeking is in my ramen. Now I'm departing, it's about to get alarming. When you're taking blows from the chakra that I'm charging. I'm insane, I change games, I maintain brave plays. They say Mayday when I take names. So nowadays says I'm great, training when I'm up late. No debate, I'm the one that stopped pain. Don't get me started on murderer, cause I'm harder and faster than any Uchiha whose eyes have gotten this far. The thread is larger, but honestly we are smarter. I'm about to bring disaster with the power of the 6 paths. Ayy, this is not even my final form. Ayy, cause I'm the son of Minato the 4th. Ayy, I may have had to do it my way, I'll say, but I became the 7th Hokage.
Yeah! Yo, I'm gonna have to hit you up. You're gonna have to give me the names of those last 2 songs. Those shits were lit.
Bro, those aren't even he's got a whole thing on Naruto. A whole album on Naruto. I have to say.
I love that shit. That shit was fire right there.
3, the Joker 3.
That's a deadlock tie?
That's a tie. That is
Wow. We're just gonna have to wait for tomorrow night and see who was right and who was wrong.
Absolutely, y'all. What up, viewers? What up, chat? Why don't we take a second to give a whoop whoop in the comments, y'all?
I'll run that shit up. Whoop, whoop.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, our next match is going to be a hard one for us to decide because there's so many great talent that we have on Monday Night Fortnite. And, ladies and gentlemen, Harley Quinn. Yeah.
Yeah. What she said.
We got Harley Quinn on the bad side of Jawbreaker. You tell me that whole history between those two. Those two do not like each other, man.
No, they do not.
Not like each other, dog. They are just super. Jawbreaker does not like the fact that Harley Quinn thinks she could run everything over. That's pretty much what it comes down to.
That's because she's a fucking bitch.
Yes, Jawbreaker. Thank you, Jawbreaker. Thank you, Jawbreaker. Do I get a raise?
No.
Okay, I tried. Bro. Tried, bro. But, ladies and gentlemen, this one's going to be interesting because we will find out at the opening of the show the decision on who will face Harley Quinn at Summer Showdown. Jawbreaker will give Harley the answer at the start of tomorrow's show. So we get to see that. But do you think Harley Quinn is going to walk out victorious still, or do you think that Jawbreaker has something sneaky up her sleeve? And
nah, I don't think that Harley Quinn stands a snowball's chance in hell, because the fact that it's being kept a secret matters. That means it's going to be someone that she should not be.
Yeah, I mean,
that's how I feel about it.
So you think that Harley Quinn is going to end up losing to Jawbreaker? Or do you think Harley Quinn is still going to beat Jawbreaker's decision?
I think she's going to lose.
Ooh. Harley Quinn may not, because she may not be prepared on who it could be. Yeah,
if you don't know who it is, you have to try to prepare for everybody.
Everybody. But again,
this could be somebody we haven't even seen yet.
It could be a new person from Nolan's recruits. Who knows?
It could be absolutely anybody. For all we know, she could have went out and recruited somebody on her own and not said nothing. We don't know.
Absolutely. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you think Jawbreaker's decision is going to win, or do you think Harley Quinn is going to win? Because I think Harley Quinn is going to lose as well, Bo. I'm going to have to agree on that. I'm going to have to.
Yeah. I think the deck is firmly stacked against her.
Absolutely. 100%, man. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for you guys to vote.
Run them up, run them up.
Nice little instrumental beat.
I like it.
Yo, look at Bo.
He over here trying to freestyle. Look like that place took a while. I don't know what I'ma do, but I'ma sit here and do what Bo do. Hey.
Oh! I can't even fit in his shoes. What's he gonna do? Why you gonna be so rude? Did you take a boo-boo over your toe-toe? I don't even know, no!
He talking about the no, got me saying, oh no, I don't even know which way I'm even gonna go, oh.
I took a boat to the East Coast and then I snipped on some lemon juice.
He got the lemon juice. He gonna make a noose. Tie it around his rubber, then and let loose. I don't know. I'm off.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is time. The votes are out.
Let's go. Hello freestyle session going on there. I like it.
Yeah, bro. All right, ladies and gentlemen.
What do we got?
Harley 1. Jawbreaker's Choice 5.
Wow, nobody likes Harley.
That is so mean. Now this
Maybe she should stop being such a bitch.
Woo!
Oh, I said it. I said it.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, our next match is going to be really, really interesting because this is a match that Jawbreaker decided, and we wonder who is going to walk out in this one. These five amazing people. It was originally the 4 qualifying, but there was a secret qualifying match that happened on the last episode, and Terminator was able to get involved in this Summer Showdown. It's a free-for-all. The winner of this one will become the first ever Fortnite Royal Champion. And what that means, ladies and gentlemen, is a unscripted league. Unscripted league. It is the best of the best with that championship. And when you are sick and tired of defending that, when you want to step down and vacate it, you take that championship, you vacate it, and you can go for any of the storyline championships that we have just to get
That is big time right there. I love that.
So, ladies and gentlemen, this one is going to be an interesting factor. So, BoJack, we got Terminator played by our gamer, Mason Stevens. We have Bo played by who you're looking at, Austin Kruger. We got Night Conqueror played by our homie, Johnny Rotten. We got PJ played by our lovely daughter. Wow, Bo. Wow, Bo. We got to talk about that. No, my lovely daughter.
Don't come after me for child support, bro.
Hey, whatever pays the rent, dog.
Oh God. Yeah. First one of the broadcast. We'll take it.
Oh, Josh, Bo and Austin have a guys.
I mean, we were trying to keep it a secret, but somebody here couldn't, whoops. We'll just try to put that cat right back in the bag. Shout out Nyanja.
But lady, whatever.
It's 2025. Times are tough, man.
Ringmaster is played by my wife, which will make the child support very interesting between us. But Ringmaster Scar is played by my wife. Who do you think, man? I'm not going to be biased. If I were to guess, if I were to give someone credit, it would either be Mason or Cookie.
Yeah, that's a tough call.
DJ's a better player than in this match.
Yeah.
But who has the best long shot is going to determine on who walks out victorious. And being able to collect ammo and being able to be able to shield yourself and all that.
Yeah.
So
I'm going to make a bold prediction.
Terminator.
You go ahead. Terminator, you going Terminator?
Yep, Terminator.
Man,
for me, I'm not going to pick myself. I just can't. I'm not going to do that.
You know what? I like a dark horse. I always like a good dark horse story. I'm going with PJ.
You're going to go with Cookie? Cookie, a.k.a. PJ?
Yep.
All right, everyone, vote for who you think is going to walk out the first ever Fortnite Royal Champion. And this one deserves a little bit of creepiness.
Yeah, it kind of does. I'm scared.
I sat here and peed my pants when I listened to this. When I wear a thong, that's how I get on support.
Yeah, you tell him. Everybody better vote for PJ.
We'll give the fans a couple minutes. Eater is Massachusetts between Cookie or Terminator. You gotta put both in. It's gonna be Cookie or it's gonna be Terminator. It's gonna be Cookie or it's gonna be Terminator. Cookie is PJ.
Make your voices heard, ladies and gentlemen. Tell everybody who you think is gonna win.
Cash in your
Hell yeah.
Rose ain't too much sugar. Oh my God, I beat my hand. Yes, I did, and I enjoyed it.
This music scared the shit out of me. I think it's gonna make me pee.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, the votes are over on this match, ladies and gentlemen. What is the verdict to this match? Nice history on what's happening in this main event.
Hey, do you think we'll get another song from Batman?
I hope so. That was a good hit.
I didn't see that coming.
Neither did I.
Kind
Scar
of threw
0,
me for a loop on that one.
Conqueror 0, Bones 1, Terminator 2. Terminator and PJ are tying up.
Ooh. PJ and Terminator locked up at 2. Man, that's another one we're just going to have to wait and see.
Wait and see tomorrow night. And then our main event for the Monday Mayhem Championship. This one has
Let's
been
go.
highly anticipated with the chaos, the story that these two are developing, and the fact that Hope's sister Valeria was kidnapped. We know that. We've heard about it for several months now, right? Hope is going after Montague, the #1 contender. Now, Montague has developed a team. Oscar, Emma, Nyanja, himself, the society. Montague has leaked out that the society is going to rise, that the royal family is going to rise, and the fact that Montague is that confident that he is going to walk out tomorrow night, the new Monday Mayhem champion. But the problem is Hope has been determined. Hope has been focused. Hope has been knowing the fact that the longer she holds this championship, the more pain Valeria receives. We also found out that the Joker made a deal with with Montague.
I'm innocent. I'm just an analyst.
The Joker has made a deal with Montague. So that's going to be an interesting factor. Who do you think is going to walk out the winner there, Bo?
I think that Hope is. You can't sit here and convince me that the whole thing with Valeria and all that isn't weighing on her heavily, isn't in the back of her mind. Even though she makes it seem like she's focused on the championship, I feel like her mind has to be elsewhere. And Montague is focused. Montague is coming in hot, coming in hungry, and with a lot of backing power behind him. So I think Montague pulls it out, and we will see a new champion.
I mean, I definitely agree with your statements. I agree with that, but I think Hope is determined. When that announcer says it's time to fight, she puts all that aside. She has shown it over the last few weeks, but she's gotten in the face of Emma. She went and fought Emma. She gave Oscar an opportunity to take the championship away from her a couple episodes back. And look at we here now. We have Hope and Montague in this main event, and I still think Hope is going to walk out still your Monday Mayhem champion, my brother. And I really do believe
you
that.
think you really think so, man? I just don't see it happening. I see Monty I see Monty wrecking her.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for you guys to cash in your vote.
Last one, make it count.
Make it count, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to do this. Here we go.
Yeah. Sasuke, how I be a shadow to the Kage's arcane. Lightning in my hand, increase your heart rate. Arms raised, burning up like Dante. Turning like the Scarface, alluded to the river, the finale. Bam, bam, leave him in a spiral, lose a marquee. Grand plan, all seeing eye, Illuminati. Man, secrets of my punches, Fibonacci. Snakes, they repeating like the enemy's an army.
Hey, my clan coup d'etat. When I pull it, that's a homicide, a buffet. New flame burning in the bodies like a
Let's go. Get that medicine. Run him up. Run him up.
Having my ass, I'm turning them up. So what's a human that God? I'ma show you the difference between us. Enough is enough.
Got a shinobi, oh. I leave it cross like they overtow. I hit my peak like a Toblerone and put them to sleep when they overdose. Deserted the villas, they missing me. Susan, a bitch, you ain't hitting me. Stronger than all of the hidden leaf. I leave you dead in the water like Shisui.
他们会听我的名字，害怕我跑你的家里，他的爱 睛火像太阳，快点，你会打死 when you fight us。So better watch out， 看我在你的家里，你家里人叫我是 corner as bad as 你小心我去为我相信你家里，我不用我要。Whether in army or village, I'm making them scared. They looking at my abilities, they let them fail. I'ma show them God now. Coming summer drop down when I'm in your spotlight.
I leave them dead, look at my eyes, all you're seeing is red. No, I'm the best, I leave a body in village or red. I'm not impressed, not on my level, I'm tearing ahead. Act like a devil, I'm tearing ahead. Mess with the clan, then I'm leaving you red.
Follow me honestly, wiping out your colony. I'll be the guy when I bring out your astrology. Prodigy, probably crashing the comment. We load on my chocolate, they all falling on me. Who be my foes? View with my zone, ruling the coast. Do with me, no, 他们害怕。我是我血统的最棒的战斗机，他们知道，因为他们都抗。
Kakashi, these ninjas are half of me. I choke them like Sasuke, it's hard to breathe. I'm blasting off flames like an RPG. Watch her, I'm dodging your shots like Keanu Reeves. Sharingan, they wanna copy me. Acting like murderer, how I'm a prodigy. Even got data appraising my artistry. Kusanagi, I slice straight through your arteries.
Hey, god dang, rest of y'all villages, nah gang. You know my clan full of X-ray shinobi's. We out cock level, we not playing. Pull up for the fist fight, bitch type in the opposition. Finna get this red eye on. Call with the hand sign, land mine. When I with this fireball, juice it as a dead life on.
My clan's been to hell and back. I got Mangekyou in the eye like I'm Eddie Rath. I'm dishing up these bugs like it's Legoland.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, what is the verdict of this?
What do we got? What do we got? What do we got?
All right, who do we have? What is Hope 3, Montague 2 for votes? That is a close one for this main event that will be happening tomorrow.
Yeah, it is.
On Monday night, Fortnite, tune in for Summer Showdown. And Wilder said, you're just going to have to wait. You're just going to have to wait and see what the island looks like tomorrow. Oh,
hey, I love it. I like that. I like that. Keep it a mystery. Make it a big reveal. I like that.
Thank y'all for tuning in. Give me a whoop whoop in the comments. Love y'all.
Run it up. Whoop, whoop.
Whoop, whoop.
Don't miss the show tomorrow. Don't miss it. You don't want to miss it.
Absolutely.